This is a high-magnitude oracular coding, a profound analysis that traverses the layers of physical reality to touch the destiny of one of the most enigmatic souls in contemporary culture. Prepare to immerse yourself in a journey of revelations about the future of Keanu Charles Reeves. The Awakening of the Silent Warrior. There is a secret kept in the silence of Keanu Reeves' footsteps. The world knows him as the ageless hero, the philanthropist who walks among the shadows of Hollywood, but what the gears of destiny are moving now goes beyond any fictional script. We are about to reveal the convergence of 5 oracular systems that point to a seismic shift in this man's life. If you feel that his life has always been marked by a mystical melancholy, what the cards say now is the closing of a 40-year cycle. Follow every detail, because his name is written in the stars for a new chapter that begins behind the scenes. Tell me in the comments which city or country you're watching this video from. Now, let's lay Keanu Reeves's cards on the table. The Ten of Swords, Traditional Tarot, the Hermit Traditional Tarot, the Knight of Pentacles, Traditional Tarot, the Book, Lenormand Gypsy Deck, the Key, Lenormand Gypsy Deck, the Fox Lenormand Gypsy Deck, the Paths, Lenormand Gypsy Deck, Saturn, Astrological Planetary System, Venus, Astrological Planetary System, Pluto, Astrological Planetary System, the Weaver, Natural Witch Oracle, the Cauldron, Natural Witch Oracle, the Herbalist, Natural Witch Oracle, the Wolf, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit, the Swan, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit, the Phoenix, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. First layer, Dismantling the Armor, Traditional Tarot. To understand the future, we need to read the scars of the present. In the Traditional Tarot, the energies surrounding Keanu Reeves reveal a man who is finally laying down his arms. Card 1. The Ten of Swords. This is the card of the final limit. It indicates that Keanu Reeves has reached the peak of an energy depletion. It is not just physical tiredness, but a spiritual exhaustion from carrying the archetype of the lone survivor. The Ten of Swords shows that the phase of pain and loss that marked his public trajectory is dead. The cycle of mourning is over. Card 2. The Hermit. As a true Virgo, Keanu Reeves resonates with the frequency of the Hermit. This card shows that he sought the truth within himself, away from the spotlight. However, the Hermit here appears looking back, indicating that he has already found the light he sought in isolation. He is ready to leave the cave. Card 3. The Knight of Pentacles. This card represents Keanu Reeves' pragmatic nature. He is not a man of empty impulses. The Knight of Pentacles advances slowly, but with complete confidence. He is building something solid, a foundation for his private life that no one in Hollywood has been able to detect yet. Second layer. The Invisible Contract Lenormand Gypsy Tarot. Now, we get into the practical details. The Gypsy Tarot, Lenormand, removes the veil of intentions and shows us the mechanics of the encounter. Card 4. The Book, Lenormand Gypsy Tarot. The book speaks of secrets and intellectuality. Keanu Reeves's destiny is crossing paths with someone through a project kept under lock and key. It's not a celebrity party. It's a manuscript, a production contract, or a deep creative collaboration. Someone possesses knowledge that Keanu needs. Card 5. The Key, Lenormand Gypsy Tarot. The key indicates the solution to a riddle. There is a woman who holds the answer to a quest that Keanu Reeves began decades ago. She is the missing piece to unlock his ability to trust in long-term partnerships again. Card 6. The Fox, Lenormand Gypsy Tarot. Caution. This card shows that Keanu Reeves is being extremely strategic. He is using his intelligence to protect this new connection from the pack of paparazzi. There is a behind-the-scenes maneuver happening so that this relationship flourishes in absolute anonymity before any announcement. Card 7. The Paths, Lenormand Gypsy Tarot. Keanu is at a fork in the road. On one hand, the freedom of solitude that he has learned to master. On the other, the path of deep partnership. The Gypsy Tarot shows that he has already chosen the new path, but he walks it in absolute silence. Third layer. The frequency of the cosmos. Astrological Planetary System. The destiny of a man like Keanu Reeves is not governed solely by chance, but by macrocosmic forces. In the Astrological Planetary System, celestial forces confirm the weight of this encounter. Card 8. Saturn. Astrological Planetary System. Saturn is the lord of time and karma. For Keanu Reeves, Saturn indicates that this is an old soul commitment. It's not a fleeting romance, it's a destined structure. Saturn demands seriousness, and Keanu is responding with the maturity of someone who knows that time is his greatest ally. Card 9. Venus, Astrological Planetary System. Venus enters to soften Saturn's rigidity. It brings aesthetics, harmony, and a love for the arts. The person entering Keanu Reeves' life carries a strong Venusian influence, perhaps a curator, an artist, or a European intellectual who brings beauty to Keanu's gray and focused world. Card 10. Pluto, Astrological Planetary System. Pluto speaks of death and rebirth. Keanu Reeves's current connection is transformative. She demands that he destroy the image of the sad man so that the whole man can be born. It is an alchemical transmutation through affection. Fourth layer. The web of destiny, oracle of the natural witch. We now enter the field of practical magic and the energies of the earth. The oracle of the natural witch reveals to us the essence of this woman and the environment where everything manifests. Card 11. The Weaver, oracle of the natural witch. This card shows that the threads of Keanu Reeves's life are being woven by an invisible hand. The Empress, who appears in his path, is a woman who knows how to create her own reality. She does not depend on Keanu's brilliance. She has her own sun. She is the weaver of her own fortune. Card 12. The Cauldron Natural Witch Oracle. The cauldron represents transformation and nourishment. Together, they are cooking up something new, perhaps a philanthropic project or a mental health and wellness foundation. The energy here is one of mutual healing. Keanu Reeves is finding in her a safe haven for his vulnerabilities. Card 13. The Herbalist, Natural Witch Oracle. This card points to the nature of the connection. It is medicinal. It brings herbs and balms to Keanu's old wounds. The environment where they feel most comfortable is surrounded by nature, far from the urban pollution of Los Angeles. Fifth layer. Instinct and soul. Animal spirit, wild unknown. To finalize the analysis, we seek the raw truth in animal spirit, wild unknown. How does Keanu Reeves' soul behave in the face of this new love? Card 14. The Wolf, animal spirit, wild unknown. The wolf represents Keanu Reeves himself, an animal that values family and loyalty, but is often seen wandering alone. The wolf has found his packmate. Keanu's loyalty is unquestionable, and the wolf within him is finally howling at a frequency of belonging, not loneliness. Card 15. The Swan, animal spirit, wild unknown. The swan represents the energy of the partner, elegant, profound, and connected to the realms of intuition. The swan and the wolf form an unlikely but perfect pair in their complementarity. The swan brings the grace that was missing from the rugged terrain where the wolf walked. Card 16. The Phoenix, animal spirit, wild unknown. This is the closing card. The Phoenix indicates that Keanu Reeves is rising from the ashes of his past. Everything that was lost, friends, loves, family, was the fuel that made him the man who can now sustain this powerful new union. Conclusion. The final revelation. What we have seen here is sacred engineering. Keanu Reeves's destiny is no longer that of a man who walks alone. The cards of the traditional tarot, the precision of the gypsy deck, Lenormand, the strength of the astrological planetary system, the magic of the natural witch oracle, and the instinct of the animal spirit, wild unknown, converge on a single point. The meeting of souls in the European summer. Keanu is moving into a phase of unprecedented creative and intellectual collaboration. The woman the cards call the Empress is already in his energy field. She is cultured, independent, and lives in an environment of mountains and clean waters possibly in or around Switzerland. She will officially enter Keanu Reeves's public life, not through a romantic announcement, but through a shared success. Get ready to see a more smiling, more present, and, paradoxically, more private Keanu than ever before. He is protecting his greatest treasure. The cycle of pain has closed. The phoenix has risen. The wolf has found its home. From now on, Keanu Reeves's name will be synonymous with a rebirth that few believed possible. The master of the Matrix has finally chosen the pill of real life, and it tastes of peace and absolute partnership. Pay attention to the signs, because the universe doesn't play dice. And for Keanu Reeves, the game of destiny has just been won. A spiritual message. Keanu Reeves' journey teaches us that the time of the spirit is not the time of men, and the closing of his 40-year cycle of pain is proof that light always finds its way back. Through the Ten of Swords and the Phoenix, we see that the suffering was not in vain, but the necessary fuel for the rebirth of a soul that now exchanges the warrior's armor for the peace of home. The universe conspired silently, moving stars like Saturn and Venus, so that the lone wolf could find the swan in a medicinal and sacred connection. This reading is a spiritual reminder that loyalty to one's own heart attracts destined partnerships that transcend ego and fame. Keanu Reeves now walks under the protection of the Weaver, showing that true love requires maturity, strategy, and detachment from the shadows of the past. May his story inspire your own search, revealing that after the hermit's isolation, there is always a key ready to open the doors to real and solid happiness. The reality check has finally revealed its sweetest taste, the peace of mind shared with those who vibrate at the same frequency. Just like for Keanu Reeves, your destiny is also being woven with golden threads, awaiting only the moment of your total surrender to life. Receive this message as a sign that your grief is coming to an end, and that your spiritual European summer is closer than you imagine. Trust the process, lay down your weapons, and allow your own phoenix to take flight towards the encounter your soul has so longed for. Thank you for accompanying me to this awakening. Keanu Reeves' cycle has transformed, and yours can too by connecting with these revelations. Don't interrupt the flow of this energy now. Click on the videos that appear on your screen to deepen your knowledge and master the secrets that destiny has reserved. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with those who need this light, ensuring that you are part of our elite of seekers. Leave your comment below with ideas for topics you'd like to see, because your thoughts guide the future of our next content.